Well, I got to, huh?
Lamar, you've seen throughout all sports sometimes when a team has a big emotional win against a division opponent, sometimes the next game doesn't go as like kind of they call it quote unquote the letdown. Do you plan to talk to the team? How do you avoid having that kind of scenario play out?
I believe it's just self-explanatory with the guys in our locker room. They pretty much know it's a business. Anytime we're out on the field, and we don't take any opponent light. This is the NFL, and every team's good. It's any given Sunday.
Last time you played the Colts, it was one of the epic games in your career and really in franchise history. Do you think that, as you look and see film of those guys, does that bring you back to that night at all?
No, that night pretty much was that night. Whatever happened that night is with that night. But, I'm focused on what's going to happen Sunday, and just trying to come out with a victory.
Lamar, there was so much excitement in the offseason. Dell signing and Zay being drafted, you signing your extension. Do you feel like in all that the Agholor signing maybe flew under the radar a little bit?
Well, I like to keep it under the radar. He had a pretty good game. I don't want any hype going his way. Just keep it under the radar, like you said, and keep doing what he's doing.
But he seems like he's just been terrific pretty much from the day he showed up, right?
Absolutely, he has. We've been connecting here on the field, in camp. I say pretty much the whole all season, and it showed, this past Sunday.
Anthony Richardson called himself a combination of you, a blend of you and Cam Newton.
Yes.
Well, what's it like to hear guys comparing themselves to you? And did you see him at all in college? What are your thoughts on his game?
You want me to be honest, right? That made me feel old. And I'm only 26. Like, he comparing me, himself, and Cam. It was like, I'm like, dang, compare yourself to me. And I'm still, young. But, I appreciate stuff like that. And I did see him a couple times in college. He played phenomenal. And as his first 2 games, he has too.
Lamar, can you just describe the connection you've had with Zay so far? Like, he mentioned that deep ball that you guys had the other day, that he came back to you, told you, I got you, you can trust me, we got this play. Can you just maybe expand on what that relationship in terms of communication has been like with you two?
I believe it's been building very well since he said, our chemistry was like 60% or something like that. I wonder what it is right now. He's been catching the ball phenomenal, making guys miss, running great routes, and just doing what they do. We just need to keep it that way.
Not to compare him to other rookies you've played with, but what is he? How does he stand out in that way for a rookie?
He's his own man. He's going out there. He's willing to learn. He want to be the best. Each and every play he's out there. Zay's just a household name. He's building for himself right now. He just need to just keep staying that way, keep staying locked in and focused.
Lamar, the offense looked a lot more in rhythm this past Sunday, despite missing a lot of key guys on that side of the ball. What did you notice was kind of the difference between week 1 and 2?
Just being week 2. Our second game, I'm just playing alongside each other and just building chemistry, within the game. That's all.
Lamar, you have the second highest completion percentage in the NFL right now through the first 2 games. Just what things do you attribute that to? Why do you feel like you're completing so many passes?
Just building chemistry, I guess. That's the biggest thing, just getting the ball out my hand, throwing it to my guys catching the ball, getting yards, and protecting me from, bad plays or anything like that. And I'm trying to protect them as well. So we just doing what we should do. And that's why the percentage is that high.
How exciting to have one pressure in a game, to take a look back and watching, to have that kind of ability in the pocket and be able to stand there and go ahead and make your reads, make your decisions. How much easier was that for you to then operate the offense?
Terrific. That's any quarterback's dream. Hopefully we just keep it going throughout the whole season.
I think you've got. Go ahead.
Building chemistry, working with a new center, Sam Hustle. What's it been like working with him and building chemistry? What's impressed you about Hustle's game?
Sam played lights out. I don't know. Well, the difference between him and Tyler is the name. I say, but he's played great. Just stepping in last second. Just a week prior, we just had our starting center, and we really didn't have no chemistry throughout camp or anything like that. But for him to step in and know protections, knowing when to flip certain things, certain protections. It was wonderful.
Lamar, I think your second half, granted it's only 2 games, but I think you've completed 90% of your passes in the second half of the 2 games so far. What do you attribute that to? Is it adjustments and things you're seeing as the game progresses? Is it just a progression of your comfort in the offense?
I'll say a little bit of everything, and just being comfortable, being in the pocket. Like I said earlier, just getting the ball out, just throwing it to my guys and letting them do the rest.
Lamar, you were among the NFL players when Nick Chubb went down. You tweeted out prayers for him.
Yeah.
Were you watching that, and what kind of inspired you to send out that tweet?
Yeah, no, actually, I seen it on social media. I was just getting on Twitter, I guess. Well, it was Twitter. And when I seen the hit, it was like a horrific hit. Like, no one likes seeing, that type of injury from any guy, and just prayers to him because he's a wonderful player, on that field.
When Makari steps in for Ronnie, protecting your blind side, is it just total trust at this point after all the years? Oh,
absolutely. Pat has been great at center, guard for us, and he just showed it this past Sunday at tackle as well. He's a guy that can do it all. I'll say that.
One more, please.
Lamar, obviously everything this offseason worked out for you and the Ravens, but there was a point in time where people were wondering if a team like the Colts might, aggressively make a move for you. Is that, knowing the kind of quarterback that you are you ever surprised when you think back on teams, not seemingly going so hard after you? And then do you have a list in your mind of teams that, you face on Sunday, like, hey, I'm going to show you what you're missing?
I'm grateful for being here. We got our contract situation situated, and I'm focused on doing what's best for us, trying to win. I don't really care about other teams.
Thank you, Lamar.
Appreciate it.